Hello, everybody. It's Indigenous Monstrosity. Copy. Twitter. Okay, we're live. We're hot. We're live. Okay. Let me see. Let me share a screen. See what we got to play around with here. Okay. Thought I had some applications open. Let's see what we got. Okay. I got one of them. All right. Here's where we left off. Okay. I gotta share one more. Let me see. Okay, we got somebody here. Hell, I left in your DM. I left the link in your DM in Twitter. Praise. Hello, gargoyle. Praise. Okay, let me see if I did this right. Okay. All right, let me see if I can start sharing this one and share. And this one doesn't have it. Why is it doing that? Let's see, why is it doing that? Yeah, that's the PlayStation one. Let me move that. Okay. Still won't show that. I don't know why. Did you find the link? In your Twitter DM. Still won't show that one. I don't know what's going on with that, but it won't do it. Refuses to do it. I'm not seeing you yet. Can you hear me? I don't even know if you can hear me. Are you there? Well, it says you're there. I don't see you yet. In the control room. Oh, here you go. Here we go. Here you go.
Yo, sorry about that. Trying to
Not a
get
problem.
a couple camera setups nice and pretty for you.
Ah, okay.
Speaking of
Not a
which,
problem. I hope some other people come. Like I sent something. Well, I tried to get Norwal because I wanted. He's interested in talking. He said that he liked talking about the story, the universe, and all of that.
he's a busy guy now.
Yeah, I
And
know.
He accidentally blown up.
Well, hey, his book is good, from what I'm hearing. I got to get my hands on one of them.
I got uh I got Earthbound.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I got the soft cover, but funny part is I bought Earthbound because I was trying to get him laid.
How is that going to get him laid? By getting him some more money?
Yep,
Oh, all
exactly.
right, all right.
There was this girl that he was having a crush on that he was bringing on chats, and he was like, "Just please go on a not." I don't want to make him sound thirsty, but it
Yeah.
made him sound thirsty because he's like, "Will you go on these shows with me? Can we do shows together?" And she's like, "Yeah, yeah." With these broken promises, and this is
Yeah.
when I first started getting into Narwhal, so I typed something in the chat, "Just kiss her already."
All right, all right.
And he read that and he's like, "Oh my god, Gargoyle, yeah, I'm in love with her." I'm like, "All right, fine. I'll help you make money so you could fuck girls like her."
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he's cool. Anyways, I'm gonna get the other camera set because
Yeah.
this
I want
this
to go
camera is
ahead.
an ancient this camera is an ancient Xbox 360 camera.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and see if I can get another monitor. My phone for some reason is not connecting. I
That's
need something else so that I can look at the chat.
Yeah, yeah. See if whatever plan you have your phone under offers you like a free tablet under your account
Yeah,
or something like that.
that's what I'm trying to find. Well, I
What was I about to do? Oh yeah. Sorry, I got dyslexic for a second. So,
Hey, it happens.
yeah,
Hold on one second.
okay.
I'm still here, just reaching on my drawing table to see if I can find. All right. Hopefully, this will help. Okay,
I hope
I'm back.
screen share. Oh, sweet. This is pimp. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
All right.
Yep. I think I did it. I think I done did it. All right, sweet. Yeah, plus right now you got Liam going taking doing rounds for the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Xenomorph
That's right.
comic book series.
I saw the and not only that, what's his name? Um, what's his name is launching too. Um, I was he because I invited him and he said that he can't because he was busy. What's his name? Uh, I forget his name. He said he was launching too. I don't remember it.
I'm trying to think too. It's God. Who's got campaigns coming out right now? Yeah, It will come up again. We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. His avatar has blonde hair. Looked like an anime.
Oh, Adriana Wyatt Holiday, right?
No, no, no. That's not the name. Is it? No. I've
No,
seen
that
him
campaign's
plenty of
already
times.
done. Yeah,
I
blonde hair.
remember. It's a blonde anime avatar.
Oh, you're talking about Raging Golden
There it
Eagle.
is.
Yeah. I
There it
don't
is.
yeah, I know the YouTuber, I just don't know his character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've seen his character, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. He was on. I sent him a invite, and he said he couldn't because he had his he's busy with his campaign. I was like, okay, good luck, man. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Um Speaking of which, I didn't do much of that. That was me thinking of one of the notorious gang members.
Uh-huh.
I was
Let me see.
um yeah, it's badly drawn. Earlier this week I was talking about how I was reading the Never Ending Story book,
Yeah, I think I heard that.
and I found it interesting that the world of Fantasia is actually a metaphor for child's fantasy, which goes perfect with the characters you do. You
Okay.
can kind of use the Fantasia universe and kind of modernize it and twist it without using a Trey or Falcor, because everything that lives in Fantasia is
Yeah.
everything anyways. You can
Yeah.
have the Star Wars characters be in Fantasia. I mean, hell, if you go and look at the beginning part of the Easter egg,
Yeah.
C3PO, Yoda, R2D2, Gumby, Mickey Mouse are all in that scene.
Okay.
So it's easy to get away with. So as for brutes wise, anything can be a brute since it's a rage thing. So in Never Ending Story, they got weirder creatures that weren't covered in the movie, like for instance a reverse Centron, which is an animal that's reversed, where the bottom half is human but the upper half is of animal.
Okay.
That was a crude drawing. And then you got a fawn style brute, and then ghost style brute,
All right.
and then we got a werecat style brute, like that disturbing movie, uh, uh, Cats, that just came out recently.
Yeah.
And and then we got these are both trolls and ints in Never Ending Story. So we got the tree creatures. I didn't really want to use rock biters because obviously they're going to be brutally badass anyways. And then here's a Centron. And then I try to play with that first scene, like this is the basic brute body for these five.
Yeah.
And then I was just trying to experiment what a Centron would look like crashing through a set of doors.
All right.
I wrote it out. And then in Never Ending Story, which is funny in the story, which was never featured in the movies, but in the cartoons, there's
Oh,
these
I never
characters
saw
that.
those. I
Okay.
never saw the cartoons. I saw the movie. I saw the movie in the movie theater.
Yeah, that movie's. I saw the second one in the movie theater, but but first one I didn't. I was born when that came out. But
Yeah.
remember, I don't know, YMCA. I don't know if they still did it, but when I was a kid, YMCA always had these sleepovers. So all the kids in the city would have huge sleepovers at the YMCA, and this was the movie they'd always play. Was Never Ending Story. So got it in my head really long as a kid, but yeah, the TV show sucked. But one of the things in the second movie, the whole reason why that one Silver City was surrounded by a lake of acid was because there were these creatures that lived underneath that cried acid and protected their city from attackers.
Yeah.
And basically, spoiler alert, Bastion turns them into like flying butterfly clowns that become crazy anarchists because they're ignorantly bliss now.
All right.
So pretty much perfect for an organized gang and a parody on, if you wanted, of the whole history gallery of Jokers. and you can do them all clowns, like flying like moth butterfly clowns or something goofy. But once again, basically, if we did a Fantasia type universe, we could basically get away with anything. You can have anything in there. You could put robots in there because all it is just a metaphor for imagination.
Well, I don't have any problem going all animal. You don't have to convince me. It's just that I wasn't prepared to make all of those names. I thought that it was just going to be, a few, uh, and with humans mixed in too. That's the
Well,
way I originally saw it.
that's why I'm suggesting.
Oh, so you're
Because
saying that we could do humans and everything? It's like a whole virtual world of whatever we decide. I heard that part earlier, but okay, yeah, all right.
it's
We can
basically
even have
metaphor.
rock creatures and all types of things.
Exactly.
All
You
right,
could put
yeah, okay,
whatever you want in
all
there.
right,
Like even locations. You're not even stuck in locations because Fantasia is like literally a metaphor. Like distances don't matter. So basically, if you decide to make a place that's 10,000 miles, well, you could write it that it's been covered because it's a fantasy world. All it is just a metaphor. So
yeah.
nothing's ever real. So if people are being smartasses ever asking questions, you're like,
Oh,
man,
sorry about that. That's my phone.
don't worry.
Um,
You need me to give you a second?
no, 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 no. I'll just hang up. Hold on.
Yeah, no problem.
Call from V229. I know it's just some. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a wrong number.
I hear you.
See, it hung up already.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, Fantasia or Fantastica in the book, you can get away with putting anything in there and get away with having virtually any location. And yeah, it can be any genre without breaking anything.
All right. Oh, I'm not seeing the screen. Can you
Which
see
screen?
on yours? Um, can you see yours on a live screen? On because all I'm seeing is the story time.
Let me check, boss. Oh, did you go live off the
Yeah,
StreamYards?
both of them. Yeah.
Let me double check. I'm checking right now. No, we're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We're good. I see us.
Okay. Cool.
I see
But
my
for some
lousy
reason,
drawing of a
all
butterfly.
I'm getting is a black screen, and it says to sign in, but I don't want to sign in. I just want to watch.
That's weird.
No, because I have another monitor. I'm using another monitor, but I didn't want to have two screens going at the same time. I don't know how that would work. And let me try it. Let me try it. Okay. Yeah. So what's that? A phoenix or?
Um, they're called Shalmoofs in the never-ending story.
Yeah.
In the story, they're like worms or caterpillars in the beginning that cry and cry acid and are always miserable and ugly.
All right.
Till Bastion one day, spoiler alert, wishes them to be happy, ignorantly bliss butterflies, and then they become clown-like flying Antarctis, and are pretty much flying jokers.
Anarchist.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and nobody can stand them. Like basically in the book, they uh, they destroy Bastion's last memory because they're pissed off at him.
But we're not going to be putting all of these in the story, are we? Or you just showing me ideas?
It's an idea.
Yeah.
It's just a possibility. Like I said, the games could be anything. I'm just showing you the ideas because.
Now this is for the 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 bounty hunter story.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
The script for the pages. These are just designs and ideas. Like we can just scrap the whole thing.
No, 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 no. I'm just wanting to know where you're going and um
I was just going for a principled design of uh, what the brutes could be in the world and what the world could be, because I wasn't sure. You know, I was at first going slaying full furry, and then
uh-huh.
I was thinking after reading the Never Ending Story, well, it could be a Fantasia type world. We can't, we don't have to be strictly animals. Talking quadriplegic animals, we could have everything in there and just say, well, it's a fantasy world told in modern times,
Yeah.
and it's an ever adapting, it's an ever adapting living fantasy world that lives, like in the Never Ending Story, lives parallel with us. It's just same thing with the Never Ending Story. They live as long as people stay intrigued with them and imagine and think about them. Otherwise, you know, nothing kills them. You know,
Yeah.
and that was a big part about the never-ending story. Was the biggest threat was to be forgotten about.
All right. Well, we won't be having all of that in there because this is why I'm asking, because you keep talking about the never ending story, and I'm not understanding. I know you're talking about the designs, but how does
Sorry,
the never ending story have to do with the bounty hunter story?
sorry, I'm going off. I'm just talking about the general world of Fantasia. The the fan the Fantasia part. Sorry about that,
No, 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 no.
Scenario.
It's nothing wrong with it. It's just that I'm trying to know where you're going with it, because
Okay.
if we're gonna create a story, we can't have all of that Fantasia stuff locked in our heads. We gotta come with something fresh,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going off the rails a little bit. What I meant to mean is basing off the idea of the Fantasia part, where this is a modern kind of, or whatever time period you're going with the fantasy world. Obviously, it's a time with guns where these bounty hunters are dealing with all types of fantasy creatures and all all sorts of worlds, and it being a sort of pseudo fantasy world. You know, you know
Yeah,
they they're able to go anywhere at the writer's convenience without being too questioned, and since it being a fantasy world where it's based on kind of uh, imagination or the fantasy of the legacy of fiction. You could put you could put space stuff there and spaceships, and it wouldn't disturb the story because entirely it's just about it's just it's just a a metaphor for a universe of fiction in general.
Yeah.
So, if you wanted to do a parody of Bart Simpson or Mickey Mouse being roided out and them chasing him, or brooded out.
See, I wouldn't be doing any parodies. This is what I'm saying. I'm more of an original type of guy. I like to come up with new ideas right off of the top of my head. I like to try and think of, like, if we're gonna have a world with these bounty hunters, and either we're gonna have to try to, if it's a world with every different kind of animal and stuff like that, then I guess we don't really have to describe it. But if it's got people in it, see, I wasn't thinking that big, because you're talking about creating a whole new world, and what I was doing was just creating an incident where a group of people got turned into these creatures because of a bioterrorist attack, and these guys were originally like a anti-terrorist group, and they was trying to stop this guy from setting off this terrorist some kind of a bio agent, and it mutated everybody. It mutated like hundreds, maybe 1,000 people, and basically they got caught in it too, along with the bad guy, and they basically are set to hunt down all of these people and try to save them. A lot of people they willingly came, but then you got a lot that that didn't want to come that easily, and then on top of that, you might even say that the longer they remain exposed to this stuff, the more savage and more aggressive they become. So it becomes like a thing where they have to catch these guys, or they become more violent and more conniving and start being more corrupt. And those who are already corrupt, they get worse. So that's what I was thinking originally. And that way it would be a world of people, but there'd be a lot of these animal mutates around, and they would have to go hunting. See, it was basic, real simple, quick to the point, and get to starting to create a story. But what you're talking about is creating a whole world with lore and backstory, because you got to explain the world and kind of bring the whole thing to life. And in order to do that, you're going to need history and all types of different things so that people can get interested in the world. And that's going to take a minute.
My bad. All right.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just telling you. I'm explaining to you the way that I see it, because that's how I've been creating. I got fantasy worlds like that, and it's taken me a long time to get through all of the little details, because I've created like 40, 50 different clans and different regions. I've drawn maps. I've started to create a language. I was doing all kinds of things. That's the Stone God story. So that's what I'm saying. In order to complete something like that, you're talking about creating all types of different clothing, and that's not a problem really, because that comes with it. But there's a whole lot of history and like characters that you're gonna have to get a lot of backstory on, because there's gonna be kings, and depending, because if it's anything like Atreyu thing, there was kings and queens and a princess and all of that other stuff. So that's what I'm saying. That's going to take a minute because I like to get into it. I created all kinds of creatures, all kinds of living plants. I've had all kinds of things. I can show you picture after picture where I was just drawing different types of creatures and beings that existed in the world. There was different types of trolls and orcs and snake people and rock people, and just it went on and on and on. and the more I created, the bigger the world got. So that's why I have wizards, I have gods, I have mini gods or demigods that are more like brutes, but they're still dangerous. So people have to give them their respect.
Okay.
I'm just saying, this is what you're talking about in my mind. This is what I see to create a world like that.
Oh, it's not, like I said, all they are is just rough designs because I wasn't sure what we were going with Brute, or I wasn't too sure what the world exactly was.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but that's why I showed you that drawing it was mixed with people, and so that's why my original, I didn't even touch on the story that long when I drew that character. There was a comic book, and I don't remember what it was. I can't pull a name out. I was trying to think of what it was, but it had a lead character who was like the snake dude, and they had like white armor, and I think he was kind of blue. It was a comic book from back in the 90s, and I just can't remember the name of it, and it's in my closet. Otherwise, see, if my room was all clean and painted and everything, because I stopped in the midst of sanding and everything before I painted, so I put all my stuff away. Otherwise, I'd have boxes out, but it's a mess right now, and I don't have no place to put those boxes. So they're kind of packed away. Otherwise, I'd look for them. I would have looked for it over the week because it was going through my mind why I created Ferret in the first place. Because this character had this long snake body, and that's what I kept thinking. I wanted to create a long body character like this guy because he was bad. I liked this dude, and his team was nice. So when I sat down to draw, I drew that picture and I gave the guy the name. I didn't really think about a story. I just figured, because when I looked up the word ferret, how I create stuff is not from, most of the times it doesn't come because I want to make a story like something else. It's because I come up with a name, I look it up in the dictionary, and whatever the explanation is, I try to build off of that. So ferret, it said something about a ferret is relentless when it's hunting. So I said, what hunts? What kind of a creature that I can make this ferret dude into? That's part man, part ferret, and the first thing that came to mind is a bounty hunter. And basically it's stuck like that. I never really went no further with it. I never tried to build a story around it. So when we was discussing stories and I talked about ferret, it just came off the top of my head that they was bounty hunters, and I was drawing them on the stream, and I decided to show you the picture and everything. So I started writing up a story, and the quickest thing that I could think of was the incident that I told you about, where they was you could see the wing dude, and he's a perfect dude. The way you brought it up, somebody's out there watching. the way you brought it up, that the wing, putting the wings on the sniper, I said that's perfect. I was thinking about it during the week. That's perfect because he can get to high perches real easy. He just flies up there. You know, he could be getting to a treetop and snipe somebody, get to a rooftop, up into a bell or any a bell tower anywhere with ease. So that's why I thought that was a really great idea you had by suggesting the wings. So then I wanted to add Gazelle. I figured her bouncing around the way you see gazelles do. You know, they run real quick and they bounce and jump around the way they do. I said, that's great. I would love that. Put a female character. And so I didn't have any problem making them all animals, you know. And then I thought of what other type of animal could have horns. And I thought of a pronghorn. So I gotta look up what a pronghorn looks like, and then I'm gonna shrink down the big dude a little bit. Before you came into the chat, I was putting the three characters on different layers, and I was gonna shrink the big dude down and make him smaller, but still stocky. And I figured that way it would look better together, and Ferret would be prominent. He would be more prominent being so tall and lanky like that. So
Sounds good.
and I figured they belong to some government agency that's trying to round up all of these brutes, you know. And it just made it's a quick idea that we could get started with real quick and start, getting into production. That's why I put it that way instead of, because we already got all we have to do is come up with a city, and it doesn't really matter if it's a little bit more advanced. We can still have advanced weaponry, or we can have weapons of today. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So it just made quicker sense. But if you want to go that way, I can do that, but it's going to take me a minute. and like I said, I got other things that I'm working on, and it might not get done as quick as the other story could get done. You see what I mean?
I hear you. I
don't have any problem with it. We could work with it however you want. But this is just what I'm saying. I'm not trying to down one idea over another. I'm just saying that's the way it looks to me. One seems a little bit quicker. It's without having to create all of these different names, because I'm a little stickler about how my names sound. If I'm making up a created name, I don't want it to sound all quirky. I take my time and try to make it sound like it flows off the tongue, like that demon name I was telling you about, the Valdenefria Valdenefria Lenticor. That's the name. But yeah, something like that. It took me a while to come up with it.
Just a quick question. You think with all the other kind of animal style comics, you got Joe King's Slaughter Squad. What's the other one? There was that fucking weird space one, the Babylon one.
Yeah, I was just looking on there
with that with the animals. Is that?
Yeah, there's is a monster MD. You got a lot of different ones with different kinds of creatures. That's why I was going for the superhero stuff. I like the superhero stuff because there's not that many superhero comics out there, and the ones that are out there are doing really good. Most of the superhero comics is Ethan's, Zach's, Starblade, Starblade with
Ritter.
and Maryland.
Graveyard Shift.
Graveyard Shift. There's not that many superhero comic books. Oh yeah, and what's his name? Brand.
Yeah,
There's
that's
not that
Benjamin.
many superheroes. Everybody's got those niche comic books where there's some kind of like 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 Mr. Stoker's um Clint Stoker's
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then Monster MD and then College of the Damned. They're all niche stuff. Zombies. They're not superhero. They're all of the otherworld type
well, Monster
story.
MD is technically a comic book genre because it's a twist because he's reviving monsters.
But who is he?
He's just a person with
See?
zombie hands.
See? He's not what we classify as a down home superhero, somebody who wears the tights and all of that other stuff. And basically that's what most of these other characters are. The ones that I mentioned, those guys are superheroes. Those guys wear the tights, show the muscles, all of that stuff. And most of these other ones, they wear regular clothes. They might be doing heroic stuff, but they're more or less otherworld type events where what if type stories. What if this world existed like that instead of being, hey, this is a superhero story with superheroes that doing superhero things, and there's a group of them, and they do this and that and the next.
Yeah.
Like Captain America and all of that, the rest of them, Fantastic Four. You go down the list, it's all the same type of characters. Even if they're dark, like Spawn, it's still some kind of superhero type of a character. He can exist along with the rest of them.
Yeah. I think.
So it's up to you. Like I said, it's you the one that's going to be doing all of the work, right?
Yep.
I'm just going to be writing it.
Whatever's clever, man. I don't care. I'll draw what you write.
Well, if you want, you could work on those what that part that I was telling you about. We had a guy because I was figuring maybe it's like one of those apartment buildings, and the sniper dude is up on the rooftop looking down at him, looking down at the building across the street. It's kind of like not, it's diagonally across from him, and he's kind of got two sides of the building covered, and the others are kind of flanking the buildings. One is on top, and the other's going in, and one of the big dude misses his assignment, and the guy gets in the wind, and he goes running, and they chase him out of the building, but you don't see that. You see him come crashing out the window, and crashing out the door or out the window, whatever you think is best, even though the window is better, seeing all that glass flying and everything. And he hits the ground, rolls, jumps up, heads across the street. Maybe a car misses him. He jumps over it, or knocks it out of the way if he's big enough, depending on who he is. He could be a bison or a bull or anything, an alligator dude, a reptile kid. He could be a snake guy, anything. So he come crashing out of there, jumping, ducking the alleyway. He's firing and behind him, and you see
Give me
him come.
1 second. I'll be right back.
All right, no problem. I don't see why they don't let you watch as a guest.
Sorry, my dogs needed to go to the bathroom.
No, not a problem, man. Not a problem. I should have kept myself talking because I could have lost somebody while I was waiting for you to get back. I got to remember there's an audience.
Buy me 10,
So
15 minutes. I gotta let them back in.
okay, 10,
Anyways,
15
look what
minutes.
came in today.
What's that?
Hardcover sketchbook.
Oh, right. Okay,
This
okay.
is this is gonna be yours.
Mine?
Yep. For this comic book. When the project's done, I'm sending you these things.
Don't we need it on 11 by 17
Well,
for the
this is
printing?
for the printing I'll get those too, but this is for putting this stuff together. This is the sketchbooks, the project sketchbooks, the Bibles, so to say.
Okay.
I'm always told I started doing this when I started making my series is just start having my own Bibles and stuff like that. So in case I
Well,
ever get
we both gonna be working on the designs, or just you?
both of us, right?
Cool.
Or I'm just turning in my half so you have your half for your records.
We could keep those records. What kind of program do you have?
I'm saving money for Clip Art Studio Pro
Oh, okay.
because Photoshop or Adobe has just been screwing me in the ass.
Yeah, it's been doing the same thing to me. I tried to load it up again, and it still won't get us the canvas. It
Oh
won't come
God.
up. I don't know why.
Yeah. But yeah, currently I don't. I'm only on Sketchbook Pro, but that's because I made the hard choice to just quit Adobe.
Yeah. Well, I got Sketchbook because it was uh it was better, and I got a good deal because they was just come out with the remodeled version. It was the same thing. They just changed the box basically, and Amazon had it for sale, and when I ordered it, they said that it was the last day, and when I ordered it, it was right on the verge of them taking it off sale or whatever. But whatever it was, I didn't get the sale price, so I called them back and complained. And so they said there was nothing they can do, but they gave me this like $20-something, $30-something discount. It was a lot of money. I know it was more than it might have been like $50. I know it was a big discount. So instead of buying the updated version, I went bought back and bought the version that was like half the price, and then got the $50 discount. And it was the same exact version. It just wasn't the rebranded version because that's what they was calling it, rebranded. It just means that they put it in a new box with a new picture. That's it. But it was the same exact program. So I got the old brand with the old picture, but it was the same thing. So I plugged that up, and I'm using that because it comes with all of the boxes, and you could do the word bubbles and everything in that program.
This is Sketchbook Pro.
In Sketchbook Pro, I thought you said Clip Studios.
That's what I'm saving money for.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm just explaining to you how I got mine and
Oh,
how I got
oh,
it for a good deal.
oh. That's yeah. I said Yeah, when you brought up that
Because I
story, I
think
mentioned
I think it costs like
Fiasco.
$200 or something like that.
Yeah, nearly 300.
Yeah, well, I got mine for like $140, some crap like that.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, fucking, I tried to use Adobe Illustrator on my computer. That that thing sucks every time. I can't even draw a line without it crashing on me.
Oh man, let me see. Okay, what were we talking about? Oh, the creatures. Um, okay. That's wrong.
See that new Candyman trailer?
Oh man, I don't think that guy's gonna make a good candy man. I don't think
What?
he's gonna make a good candy man.
What the hell are they even thinking? Are they insane?
I just don't think this guy is good. They get all of these guys that look too, they don't look mean enough. I don't know why they keep doing that.
Well, not even that. The whole thing, the whole story was the chick was like a descendant of the Candyman's lover. So, what are they gonna do now?
Man.
Like,
Oh, it's
like
crazy to
it's
me.
gonna be awkward. I did it all for you, Bob.
I don't. Why can't they make new movies? Why do they keep doing all of these remakes?
And why is? Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just think it's hilarious. Why have all the adaptations of horror movies that Jordan Peele decides to do is he gonna take the one from a gay British dude?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't get him anyway. I don't think he's gonna last long. I think his movies are like M. Night Shyamalan.
Well,
Once you get his stupid twists, his movies are all corny. After
my
the
problem.
first one,
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to
no, go ahead.
interrupt.
After the first one, he's basically corny. He like he doesn't surprise you anymore.
Well, anybody who's smart enough, his first horror movie, I looked at that as a comedy my first time because I'm like, that's the Stepford Wives. It's just written differently with black people in it. It's not even it's that's all it was just the Stepford Wives.
Uh,
Everything you do in life is about branding.
that's
Everything
not
you
right.
do in your business is about branding. And what most people forget is that they get started with something, and then tomorrow they forget that
Yeah.
everything that they do today,
But
they did yesterday.
Jordan Peele just reminds me of one of them bullied kids because if you find out about his history, he's half Jewish.
I
And
believe that.
he grew up Jewish, so he just reminds me of one of those bullied kids who's trying to fit in the other side, and everybody's like, "No, you're that rich kid. You need to do all these initiations."
Ah, man, I'll tell you. I think that the guy has got his issues. Isn't he one of those SJWs too?
Of course he is.
Because from the things that I've seen in some of his movies, it's like, wow.
Which is so weird because what his partner in crime, Key, he seems like the exact opposite.
Because I don't know, man.
Dude, I liked him. Key in the last
Keenan and
Predator
Peele.
movie. Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked him in the last Predator movie. He had some great scenes, like especially that part where uh, he's like sitting there. They're all sitting there in the hotel room, and what's her name gets up, tries to do all the moves, and he's
yeah,
like, I told you, she was gonna do it."
yeah. I don't know. I don't really like their humor that much. He's all right, but the big belly laughs. I don't really get with those two.
Yeah,
I watched their shows a couple of times, and I didn't really get it. I got it. I understand what the jokes were supposed to be, but there's not too many people make me laugh these days.
yeah, I feel you there. I still watch Richard Pryor. That's who I stick with.
Yeah, the last two guys that made me laugh was had me crying was Howie Mandel. The last live show, well, the last stand-up show he did, and Ari Spears.
Okay.
Ari Spears. He did this joint with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, and it had me cracking up. Get to the chopper. He had me crying.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
He's like, like how Arnold used to do in his movies. Yeah, so let me get this drawing up here. All right. So yeah, so oh yeah, so what I was saying is that they're chasing him. They chase him out of the alleyway, and he's firing shots behind him, and he comes tearing out of the alleyway into the street. Maybe he gets bumped off a car or whatever, or bangs the car around, and heads up the block, and you see Gazelle comes hopping off, bouncing off the wall, doing flips over the fence, lands in the street a little bit closer to the guy, and he's trying to fire shots at him, and then you see the other two come running out, Ferret and Pronghorn, and Ferret's asking him, "Yo, what happened?" He says, "Sorry, boss, I fucked up." And they right behind them, right? Not right behind her, but you can see her like about half a block up in front of them, and then he heads up like another alleyway or cuts through a yard or whatever, and uh, winds up in a group around the corner. And when they turn the corner, you see a group of his gang members or whatever there, and they got and that's another splash page right there. The opening splash page would be the sniper looking over at this building across the street. Hello, hello, you still there? I don't hear you. I think we lost you. Yeah, I think I lost you, Sam. Sorry about that. And yeah, so let me show both. I think I don't have it shown.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, cool. Just making sure. I had to switch microphones so I can move around more. I'll be right back. Got to bring my dogs back inside and got to.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you about that.
I'm gonna mute my mic real quick so I don't give you too much background noise when you speak.
No problem. Yeah, so yeah, I was figuring I was gonna take these the big guy over here, shrink him down, and turn him, make him smaller. Still stocky, but just smaller. Don't have him so big, encompassing the whole thing over there. And then I'm gonna make this guy smaller. I gotta make Ferret's legs shorter. They're too big and long. It's definitely too big. So I gotta do some doctoring here because I kind of was having too much fun last time, and I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to have I was supposed to be judging my lengths. You see, even this left arm is shorter than the right arm. I gotta adjust that. This forearm is too big, so I'm gonna have to make this leg shorter, these legs shorter. I'm gonna make this character. I put them on. See, I put them on different layers. Here's one, here's two, and three. And then I got another layer for Gazelle. I'm gonna put Gazelle in on a layer. So, man. And so when I gotta fine tune this, I'm gonna shrink these down a little bit. Shrink these down some. And then so I guess we're gonna go with the I guess we're gonna figure out which one we're gonna go with. And we're gonna turn this one off. Nope, not that one. Yeah, let's turn this one off. This one off. And we're gonna shrink homie down. Shrink homie down. Shrink him down a little bit. Just a little. Just a little. Shrink. Scale. No, cancel that. You know something? These people, they'll always with something.
Okay, cool.
I'll get you one way or the other, boy. Who you think you're talking to? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. They still won't let me Oh, they still won't let me, so I'm gonna have to edit it this way. With the transform. Oh, they won't let me free transform? Ain't that a blip? You're not gonna let me transform. Not gonna let me transform. Wonder why. What did I do? Should let me transform. Why? No. I don't want to do it that way. No, no. I'm going to do it this way. Yeah. Let's see. So, what are your thoughts?
On the ferret or my brute?
Yeah, and what kind of brutes are you considering? Because we're gonna have to come up with some new names.
Why, brutes? I mean, brutes is simple enough.
No. I'm talking about for the individuals, the individual types. We're gonna have like bulls and I know we're gonna have all kinds, but uh,
Oh, we still going with the animal or fantasy world thing?
that's what I'm talking to you about. That's what I'm asking you. How you
Oh,
feel about which one you want to go with? Do you still want to go with the the full fantasy?
well, I mean, it would be easy for me to draw with some scenes, especially with the vehicles and some of the world and atmosphere,
Uh huh.
instead of uh, bullshitting our way of these special bounty hunting vehicles, unless you want me to make
What's
special vehicles for them.
special bounty hunting vehicles?
Yeah, like a helicopter. Uh,
Uh-huh.
Probably like a larger size truck for the bighorn, and
Uh-huh.
definitely got to be taller
That's why I shrunk him on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
for the ferret. At
Uh-huh.
least for a fantasy world, I can kind of get away with. Oh, so what? So what? These creatures live in that world. Of course they're gonna have a vehicle like that.
Mm-hmm.
In
Mm-hmm.
a human world, you got to kind of be like, well, we had a budget to spend and had to custom make this, so a ferret can drive this. Um, a pighorn could fit in this, and is the gazelle actually going to have hands, or is she still going to have hooves?
Yeah, well, she probably have hands and hooves. Hands and hooves for her feet.
Heh.
But I don't think that would be that much of a problem. I think one vehicle can handle it. They just would have a designated seating arrangements. That's what I said. I was going to make the pronghorn a little bit shorter, make him smaller than what what you see on the screen. I was just about to transform him and shrink him down.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I can. Like I said, I can deal with both. I was just experimenting with different brute bodies if they were just all humans.
Um, well, yeah, you're gonna have to show me better designs so that I understand where you want to go, and or
Oh, oh
so
yeah.
that I
What I was
so
gonna
that I can
do,
join in with that.
what I was gonna do. I'm sorry, I didn't. I only
Maybe we
depends.
could go online and find some references
Yeah, yeah.
on some animals or whatever that you're talking about, or some kind of like if you have some kind of mythological creatures that you're talking about, or anything specific that you have an idea, that way I can see and you know.
Well, what I was gonna do just to show it off to you because these were terrible is I was gonna draw each of these the same scene over and over again with these type of brutes crashing through them and with your scene and draw different gang members because this wasn't the only design I was going to turn in for you. This was just the current one I got onto the stream with you that I was working on.
Okay.
So I'm not currently dedicated to this one. It's just a design.
Yeah.
For the most part, I rework on these a lot of times. I just work on rough and draw them individually and just mish them around like a puzzle. But at this point, I'm just playing around with design aesthetics of what basing on what I read so far. But yeah, you're totally down for me to go forward for what I have and make the examples that I was going to make to show you. I will.
Yeah, so that I understand what you're talking about, you're gonna have to like flush out a couple of them. Let me see what they look like, and
all right, I'm just gonna stick with plan A, what I had in the beginning then. I'm not going to be completely dedicated to it. Like, you're going to have several different examples, and if you don't like those ones so far, we'll go forward. That's pretty much how it goes. That's business.
all right. Let me see. So if we go on with this fantasy thing, you're gonna have to create some different cities and
The cities are whatever you decide to make.
yeah.
They're based on what you make in the world. It's yours. It's still your world.
Yep. All right. Gonna have to give that some thought. What I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna
Like they can still be an anti-terrorist group. The scene still can work. Everything it works. It can still be in a city. The apartment can still be run down.
Yeah. All right, let me see. I think that's better. Move this here. Gotta reevaluate his legs. And okay, put that there. Then let's see. No, let's okay. Let's move this guy over here. Put him over here for now. Put him over here for now. Put him over here for now. Now let's grab this dude.
I don't need to share that window anymore. Sorry.
I don't think it's being shared. They're watching me draw right now. I should have both of us up, right? Yeah, let me see if I can.
Well, you technically have me up, so. It really doesn't matter. You got my back.
I thought I'm seeing me. Why am I seeing me? I signed into another account. I shouldn't be seeing me. You should be seeing my screen, my drawings, right?
Yeah, I see your screen. I see your screen.
You
I
see all
the-
three of us?
Yeah,
You
I
see
see
two
the
of
ferret.
us on the screen?
Yep.
Oh, because that's not what I'm seeing over here. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that.
It's a little
Alright.
strange.
Cool. What do you see now on your feed? Oh, you still seeing just
I see the hawk and the ferret.
that's it, right? You're not
Yep.
seeing all of us.
I see your avatar. I see my screen.
Okay. All right. Why is this coming up like that? All right. Okay, so oh buddy. Let me see. Let's shrink this down. Get this guy shrunk a little bit. Deselect. Oh, where am I going? Okay, I don't know what's wrong with me. Keep going. Okay. He's got to be smaller than ferret. Okay, that's better. Let's see. Put him here. And see how that looks. That seems a lot better. Now let's move ferret over here. You get over here, ferret. You get over here. And let's activate the big man. And we might have to just shrink him all together. We might have to redo him all together. Put him in a different position. Yeah.
Oh,
That's the best thing to do. Yeah, I think that might be the best thing to do. Just redo him. So. So, what kind of stories do you like messing with?
Well, currently I'm working on my comic book story.
Yeah, that's the Barn Raiser.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's that one about? Do you mind a little?
Yeah, I'll share a little. Basically the genre I call it, it's kind of a noir western.
Yeah.
Basically it's it's a mystery, but with the tone of a western. You begin with
Hold on 1 second for a minute. You said the noir is sort of like the like back in the 50s or something like that.
Like
40s,
50s,
50s. Yeah,
40s, 50s, 60s kind of crime,
yeah,
detective, mystery.
yeah.
Uh,
Okay, yeah, I got it.
but with also the community neighborhood taking a stand and having what they want in their neighborhood, even taking it in their off, standing it against people in offices and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and just having a hand. That's why the beginning of the story revolves around this group. I haven't really figured out a really great name for their own title, but
yeah.
that's what the prequel book is going to be about. Is generally them that I wanna distribute out for free to try to build trust with people.
That's what the big the big group is that you showed me.
Yep.
And I heard that you're not supposed to do that.
Do a big group.
Give away free books.
You're not if you're somebody and you've succeeded from it.
Okay.
I'm not.
I understand. But
I'm not saying anybody should or do what I should. Personally, it's not the greatest idea in the world, but it's some way to earn some trust in the beginning, because based on what happened with the detective dead campaign, that's
yeah,
a lot of damage control that guy has to do, and what's happening with Miller.
yeah.
So there's
Well, he fucked himself over.
he did.
He did a lot of stupid stuff back to back to back, trying to prove himself to be something that he's not.
He did. I totally agree about that.
Let me see if I can find that reference.
But yeah, if you really don't have any, for me, I don't have any projects. I really don't have any anything artistically out. Nobody knows me. Really have no YouTube content. Really not an interesting person, and I come off as socially retarded. So
You're not an interesting person, you said?
I don't find myself that interesting.
Well,
I'm just
I
another
don't think you
aspiring
have to be.
creator.
I don't think you have to be interesting in order to create. And I don't know if I can say that you're not interesting. I don't know you well enough to really expound upon that, but I don't see where you're dull or anything like that.
I guess it comes with the viciousness of the hustle.
Yeah.
Now I see how those strippers feel when they're first getting naked at the strip club. Oh my God,
Really?
she's so much prettier than me. She's making so much money. But wait, ain't she sucking dick? Oh. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck.
Okay, what was I looking for? Oh, pronghorns. I don't have any pictures in here. I'm gonna have to go online. Let me see. Okay, let me see if I can pull up display.
But still, it takes a lot of work, and a lot of things is a lot of people already have it covered before you. So
Yeah.
Eventually, the only thing I think the route I can either do is bullshit about shit and inspire people at this point.
I'll, should have stopped sharing. Yeah, that should have stopped sharing.
What, your screen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It did?
That's because depending on the computer, because when I use Sketchbook Pro while streaming, Sketchbook just crashes on
No, I did
computer.
that on purpose because I was trying to get to my browser, and I didn't want to show too much. I didn't want to dox myself. I don't know. I didn't want to take the chance of doing something and doxing myself, so I wanted to stop sharing and then share my screen after I got what I was looking for.
I hear you. I doxed my butt one day by accident. My pants were rolling down. My butt was coming up, but it's like a quarter of my crack, so it's like technically wasn't my butt.
Yeah. Okay, what was I looking for? Oh, pronghorn. Pronghorn. That's an antelope. Okay. Okay, let me see if I'm sharing this. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can pull this up and share. See if I can pull this up and share.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody's talking about that new Star Wars thing.
Star Wars?
Yeah, whatever it's called. I've fallen out of Star Wars, so you know anything about it?
No.
Yeah, me either. Some kind of Republic movie or some shit
Oh,
like
I
that.
think I heard something about them talking about it. Something about something on it's on the streaming service, right?
Oh, is it a streaming movie?
I don't know. I think so. I'm not sure. I don't. I think I saw something on what's his face on one of them channels that was talking about it. It might have been the Flash or Yellow Flash or something.
That shows how much I know. I really care less about Star Wars news.
Going, I don't think I shared the right one. I'm trying to show.
I know what's his name got fired, Bob Iger.
Yeah. Yeah, he got fired. Okay.
Oh well.
Yeah, he got fired. Chrome tab. Oh, there it is. See? There it is. Oh, that's better. Now I could pull that up and share that. There it is.
Motherfucker, your food's gonna be hot. I can't feed you yet.
Okay, I should be looking for.
Yeah, I see your Wikipedia search.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find some images. Oh, that's what the horns look like. Okay. Pronghorns. Okay. I need to find something else too. Some horned animals. Yeah, see, this is what I need. Oh, what's that? A bizarre horn. Are you seeing what I got up now?
Still got the first pronghorns on your search. Give it a minute. I got a little bit of a delay on my side.
Me too.
And I'm looking at the wrong fucking screen.
No, I probably shared the wrong one. It's probably still the same one.
No, I see the pronghorns. If they're the long ones, if the middle one's that one with the clear blue sky with the pronghorn in the middle staring behind it. So
No, I think I switched off of that one. Let me see. Yeah. I switched off of that one. Yeah, it's not sharing this one anymore. Hold on. I got to switch to the new one.
all right.
I got to share the new screen. Share the new screen. All right. Let me see. Stop sharing. Share the new screen. Share the new screen. Share the new screen. Share. Horned animals. Share the new screen. Share. Okay. You see the new stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Scimitar horned. See, this is more like the one we got. See, but I was looking for somebody a little beefier. You know, I'm looking for some like a burly type of animal. This guy got a crazy build, and this one got some nice curled ones. But I was looking for.
What about a moose?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but those are a big rat to be carrying around and walking around all of the time, and talking about getting into vehicles with something like that.
What about the? Oh yeah, you want something with horns? Well,
yeah, something kind of shorter, but still looks kind of elegant, like this over here. This black image right here, where it's kind of tall, but it's still kind of thick and
what about a ram?
Yeah, I was thinking of rams, but again, the curl. I was trying to get away from the typical curled ram horn, and then I saw the ox over here in the corner. So I'm trying to think of something that we haven't seen before. These are typical types of horns. I'm trying to find something new and on something.
Well, if we're going for fantasy world, why don't we try a, a muscular jackalope?
A jackalope, a rabbit. Oh, man, you like that cutesy stuff?
A rabbit part deer. Those things aren't cute. My dad had a stuffed one in his fucking office.
I know what a jackalope is. It's a bunny rabbit with deer horns.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I'm thinking about something that's that's a little less cute.
Let's see.
Like some rams and bison and something that looks bulky and hulking. Not necessarily all of them. Like everything doesn't have to be that way, but um, I was thinking that way for the for what's his name, Pronghorn. But Pronghorn is he got these crazy curved ones right here.
What about an elephant?
Well, that's making them even bigger. I was trying to make them a
shit.
little smaller.
Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. It's good. You thinking.
Shit. I'm trying to think of stuff with horns. It's hard.
Elephants don't have horns; they have tusks.
I know. I was trying to cheat it. Shit.
Well, like you said, we don't really have to go with a specific type of animal. Really, we can make up our own as we go along, right?
Yep. There's a Wendigo. There's a Wendigo legend.
What kind of horn is it?
That's either a really tall, creepy lady by legend, or a weird deer human hybrid legend.
Okay, this is a bongo. Bongos are pretty big.
Oh, there you go. Let's do bongo. I like the stripes too.
Yeah, I like the face markings too.
You can definitely use a definitely use a tattoo, and you can definitely use some nicknames on that guy.
Oh man, they sent me away. I was hoping for a nice big splash page. Yeah, this one is looking good. I like the way this one is looking.
Yeah, those stripes can be some cool designs.
I want to see the splash pages. Splash page. I want the splash page. Yeah, they won't get it.
So him and the gazelle are gonna fuck.
I didn't consider that much. Yeah, they can get down. I don't have no problem with that. They're gonna have some wild-looking kids.
Well, the first question people are gonna ask is if we're a couple of furries.
Well, I'm not no furry.
I already exposed Joe King as a furry.
Not into the furry.
No,
I'm into the bush. I'm not into the furry.
Yep, no furry for me.
Those
people are fucking weird.
Let me see. All right. Let me see. Horned.
Yeah, what is it?
Does that look like? Oh, this says hold. Horned. Okay, that's better.
Just
Oh,
make
what-
sure you don't accidentally spell horn with a P.
Why? What's that spell? Hoped? Horned? Horped? Horn?
Porn.
Oh, okay.
Horned.
Porned. Porned animals. Animals put out on the stroll to make my money. Get my money. Ram. You better come back with my money, Ram. Sheep. Get that dip. Dip that sheep dip. Put them out on the stroll. Let all these animals get that ass. Let me see. I like
God.
that.
Out of all the real life people, Aaron McGruder covered off of Boondocks, and one guy I thought that wasn't real was that one kid until I seen him on the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
On the
kid that
Which one? Which
the
kid?
kid that stole his grandma's truck and crashed all over shit.
Is that
He's
recently?
real.
Is that
Yeah,
the
that
latest?
kid's real. They fucking copied him word from word. And
Is
that
that
was
the
written.
latest? Is that the latest episodes?
That was season 3. Season 4 is when Aaron McGruder stopped working on the show. That's when he
Oh, I
started
got
working on it.
season 4. I got season 3. I don't have season 4.
Yeah, you're not missing out on season 4.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if I should get it or not.
Yeah, once McGruder left the show, it went to shit.
But they say he's coming back for the next season.
I hope. It's gonna be hard without John Witherspoon though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Pops died. That's right.
And his son is way too young to be sounding like him.
Well, maybe they get somebody that sound close. I don't know how they're gonna do it because Pops was something else.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
Like when they try to replace that guy who played as the Slinky Dog with some other voice actor after Jim Varney died.
Yeah. And when Mako died, for the Avatar, the last Airbender,
I don't remember that.
the animated series.
I never watched it.
Oh man, that's a really good show.
I should.
That is a really good show because it has all of these the lore. It has all the lore and everything. You can really see everything. They for a kids show, they really put their back in it. That's what you call putting their ass all in it, because that was a really good show. I bought that series. Matter of fact, I bought it twice because I got it on Blu-ray. So
Yeah, I remember all the kids were into it back in the early 2000s. That was like
yeah,
the biggest phenomenon.
it is a really good show. And matter of fact, all of the different tribes, because there's 4 different tribes. All 4 of the tribes have different martial arts style. One uses Tai Chi, or the other one uses Wing Chun. Like the one is airbender, firebenders, waterbenders, and I don't know what they call it, the land benders, the
Earthbenders?
earthbenders. Yeah, how come I didn't remember that? So
At least it wasn't Heart like Captain Planet.
yeah, oh man, that was really bad. That was really bad. So yeah, so
I think what is it? I think it's on Amazon Prime. I gotta check it out then. I just haven't found the time anymore these days with
Man, you
anything.
really should get to check that show out. 'Cause that's a really good show.
There we go. There we go. We got a new show now.
And it's like 3 seasons and it just keeps getting better and better. You might think it's for little kids, but because the story gets into it, it just gets so good. The martial arts gets better, the fighting gets better, because they're teaching him, they're going from one village to the next, trying to teach the Avatar all of these different techniques, because he's the last airbender, so he needs to learn water, wind, and fire. And fire is the last thing he needed to learn. And the whole time he's being chased by this kid trying to prove himself to his father. It's crazy. It's a really good story, and it's a lot of good action. And it's like I said, it's good. I like it.
I just read what was it? Never Ending Story twice.
Yeah.
And that's nearly a fucking 500-page book.
Okay. All right.
So that's fucking, well, the book's not fucking really kiddie as hell. That book is fucking a straight up acid trip.
Yeah, the movie is.
No, the book is an acid trip.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I know that the movie was a bit of a little kid show.
It was, but what's weird though, and I learned about this too, and I didn't know about this, is Never Ending Story was actually a German movie. It was all filmed in Germany except for the parts of the kid reading the book that was in Canada.
Yeah.
And it was actually English dubbed.
Oh, all right.
So everything that was filmed was in German until Wolfgang came to Steven Spielberg, which helped him bring it to the United States, which they took 7 minutes out. So the original Never Ending song that was added for the United States.
Oh, okay.
And the beginning part is a completely different soundtrack, and there's a completely different soundtrack for the Death of the Horse.
Yeah.
And I forgot there was just a couple minutes extended to a scene, but that was it. All there was really soundtrack differences.
All right.
But in the book, which is fucking crazier, is there's a part where Atreyu and Falkor get separated. That part where before he runs into the werewolf, where the reason why he falls off is because the storm, they're in the middle of all these giants that are fighting each other.
Yeah.
And he straight up flies right into him, and it's like, dude, you guys need to tell me where the bounds of the earth is. And they're like, fuck you. And then there's the other part where Atreyu, when he first meets Falkor, and Falkor is actually caught in this huge spider web fighting this giant monster that's made up of all these wasps and stuff like that. And Falkor actually breathes blue fire.
All right. Yeah, I haven't been into Never Ending Story since back in the day.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like the second half, it gets darker, where Bastian actually he gets crazy. He gets drunk with power.
Uh-huh.
And because every wish he makes, and in the book, he's actually a fat fuck who gets bullied because he's fat and he's bow-legged and he can't do anything.
So the TV show, the movie, they kind of went away from the actual story.
Yep.
Okay.
And what else is he literally wishes himself to be a superhero.
Yeah.
And he gets drunk with power. He takes over the ivory tower. He stabs Atreyu in the heart.
Wow.
Yep. And then there's a part later in the book where Bastian goes on this huge journey. He gets into this mental institution that's run by a monkey. And then he then runs into a miner that handles mines for glass that's full of people's broken dreams. It's
Wow.
nuts.
Okay.
But it's definitely a good read. And what's even weirder is Atreyu is actually green with blue hair, and he wears purple buffalo skin.
Is he a SJW?
Ironically not. He's actually more superhero than Bastian is. Bastian's a fat piece of shit. Like here's Bastian is why? I don't like it this way. I just want it this way, and then things just fuck up. Or they go cool.
Yeah.
But it just depends on his wishes, and depending on every wish he makes, and that's from the second part of the movie, he loses memories of himself.
All right. Okay. Let's see what we gonna do here with this guy. And I like to have these guys doing some heavy duty battling, bro. Get some nice enemies. Maybe come across some bad guys they didn't intend. Chasing these guys, maybe they come across some guys who's in deeper and with some heavier crowds.
Like a parade or
No, I mean like the terrorist stuff.
oh,
So that, well, if it's gonna be no, hold on. If we're gonna, my mind is going crazy. I'm I'm kind of trying to find something to talk about, and I'm losing track of what we already established. So yeah.
I'm just making a really, really terrible rough of an apartment building.
Let's see. Trying to get a little raise on that shoulder. Get it up there and give it a little bit more attitude. Then joint and the forearm. Right down here. And this is going to go away. You don't need that. You're going to plot this out right here. This arm right here. Keep them not too big. Don't want them too muscular. And you're going to have to shrink him down a bit more. Let's see what we're going to do. 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 Yes, so.
Oh, did I tell you I got my set from Allegiance?
You got your what?
My Allegiance set.
What's
from
Allegiance?
Mitch Brettweiser, the guy behind.
Yeah. See, I got to catch up on all of this stuff. I don't have the cash to buy any of these books yet, man. I'm trying to get everything that I need for my comic, and getting the things that I need to put on do my videos and all of this stuff. So I don't have the cash to catch up on any of these comics. And it's leaving me left behind. And I'm getting mad about it because I like comics.
And eventually it will come in. A lot of us, you know, we're all inspiring creators, you know. It always blows my mind sometimes. Some people who are just given comics half the time. It's like, what?
Yeah, I gotta try and get myself in the mix with those
Yeah, you given
books, man. I really gotta get some of those books. How come I can't see it the way you're seeing it? It's putting me on the screen as if. Oh, that's right. I guess their accounts are linked some kind of way. No, I don't know what. There it is. Okay, 2 people is watching. Nobody's talking though. Oh, that might be me. That might be me. I didn't intend for that.
oh well. Yeah. I usually get no viewers on my streams. Sometimes I get 1 or 2.
It'll happen. I guess just like last week, got some extra people come in. Had you.
I should share this motherfucker out. It's my fault too.
Yeah. I put up did I put a stream? Am I streaming on Facebook? I don't know how to share it like that. Let me see. Can I do that on
Oh, that's why we got Antonio Bryce going on right now. Inkspot's going on pretty soon at 1, and he's got Donald DeLay.
Oh.
And who's he talking to? Bryce is bringing out Way of the Gun right now.
Today?
Yep.
Oh man.
And that's what's going on right now in his video.
Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's 4:00 already. 2:00. That's 2 hours. That's not bad. One more. I give it 1 more hour at that, and then we end the stream. I don't want to go 5 hours again.
even though that was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, Bryce has been on for about 26 minutes now.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, let me see. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Let me see what this guy's size look like. Okay, he's got to shrink. Shrink. Okay, and he's got to get stockier. Okay, that's good for now. You got to get bigger, boy. You got to eat. You're going to have to eat something, right? A little weight. Just make it a little broader. Do the stomach instead of so lean right here. Make him. Oh, this is yeah. Make him like this. And then over here, make him like this. And you don't want them broad. Do this. Yeah, maybe I'm going to have to give him bigger, more rounder arms just to give him that stocky build that I want. Maybe make his head rounder. We'll see. We'll see, Robert. We'll see. We'll see, Robert. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. And let me see. The kind of enemies. See, that's the thing. Now you're gonna have to find out. You already had the enemies set. Now I'm gonna have to figure out enemies. What kind of tribal enemies? And all of this stuff's gonna have to be figured out now. I have to come up with all kinds of new kinds of enemies and stuff. Figure out who's the good guys, who's the bad guys, and motivations. Who wants what? Who wants to take what from who? From whom? And all of that good stuff that makes fantasy stories what they are. Still there? El Gorgo? Haven't heard you say anything. So I'm still not hearing anything. So I think I must have lost you. What happened? Did you get bumped? I'm not seeing something. I'm not paying attention to something. Where are you, El Gorgo? Yeah, you got bumped or something? Yeah. How did that happen?
I accidentally hit the wrong tab. I
Okay.
booted myself out.
Okay. Luckily, I started talking to you again, trying to make sure I kept something going. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been paying attention.
I like that bighorn look.
Yeah.
Or that ain't a bighorn, is he? Kind of animal is
A
that?
big no. That's what's the name of it? The bongo,
Bongo.
pongo or the bongo, something like that.
Bongo.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so I was okay. Ooh, buddy. Yeah, get him in there.
Oh,
Oh God.
classy.
Yeah, got me.
Keep it classy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Oh shit.
Should I put it up this way?
So DC's got that 5G thing going on.
I don't know what's wrong with these people. Well, I know. I think they just trying to get their money, doing what business does.
It's the nothing emptiness destroying them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I heard you bring that up the other night.
Mhm.
Well,
Well, it's kind of amazing how, you know, when you look at everything and then you see that one scene, you're like, wow, social justice warriors are the nothing. And they're actually tearing it apart, tearing the foundation we love apart.
and I don't get it. Well, I think I do, but I don't have no proof. But that's what happens when people let big business get into their heads. And I think Disney is just playing people. It should be coming straight from me like that. This is wrong.
Well, my experience with union workers when I worked as a stagehand is most of the men tend to be older and capable gentlemen,
Yeah.
and usually when they pick laborers to enter, usually when it comes to men, it's usually older gentlemen. But when it comes to women, when they hire women in the union, they tend to be young and attractive.
Yeah. And the problem?
Well, the correlation is when you have a bunch of, no offense, old useless men who can't lift and do what they were paid to do in the general labor, and then their proteges are just young useless women whose only ability is just to look pretty.
Oh, yeah.
You tend to no longer have the foundation and the labor and the dedication from the mindset that it was built from the beginning.
Yeah. And then it all falls apart.
Yeah.
It all falls down.
Like that Lego experiment Ethan Van Sciver mentions all the time, where Lego is trying to figure out why boys tend to play with more Legos than girls. It's not that girls aren't interested in Legos, it's just boys and girls play different. When boys play, they pretend they're the character.
Yeah.
And girls, they tend to be themselves, not the character.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why they don't tell these stories, right?
Yep. Well, it's also don't have that principle of labor of getting the project done and having it done.
Yeah. You gotta have you gotta be motivated, man. You gotta be motivated. And there's I was gonna do a video about where I learned some of my storytelling and writing techniques. That's what I was hoping that Narwhal was going to show, but I know he's busy. Got to finish fulfilling his books. He said he got some extra stuff in, but I was watching him last night, I think, and they was going over some brainstorming for their story that him and this other guy was talking about.
Oh, Matt.
Was it Matt?
Matt Coffin?
I think so. He looks like Aaron Paul from
Stained. Yeah, the country singer now. Oh no, Breaking Bad.
Yeah, from Breaking Bad. Yeah.
yeah. He's got the Kyrie comic.
Yeah. And they was on there the other night. Was it last night? I think it was last night.
Yeah, last night.
And I was just I was watching, and I was hoping that he would show, because they was talking the same types of stuff that I was hoping that we're talking about, building storylines and all kinds of stuff like that. So I thought it would be good, but I figured eventually, because he did mention something about that day that he wouldn't mind having us on, or having me on one day.
Oh, he will. It's just what it's just big. It's just a big thing for him. To be honest, I was surprised he had the time to do that last barn raising thing for me.
Yeah, I know. It's great that these guys are getting these they're getting these campaigns out. That's what I want to do, man. I'm gonna be drawing a lot more, and till I can get faster and get my inking techniques down, so that I could start working on my book. Because that's one thing about this drawing programs. It makes it a lot easier for practice. You can learn how to do things and designing characters, and you won't really use the amount of materials that you would use designing like what you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. It takes up more time to continuously go over the same types of drawings over and over again, trying to get designs down. When this programs, you can just make a copy, put it on another layer, and add something else to it.
I agree. I just need to get better at that stuff. To be honest, I'm way too slow on the computer.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm how slow I am, because I've never been in professional, never done anything in a professional manner where, I had to have a deadlines and all of that. But I know that I got the skills to get a good campaign going. It's just that I know that I need to get in there, and I have to get practice.
I'm with you on that one. Even me spending back on 12 hours a day drawing, you know. It's just a hard drive. Half the time it's like, am I doing this right? Does this suck? This sucks to me.
What you're doing right now?
I'm just saying this for example.
Oh.
You can't see what I'm doing right now. Right now I'm trying to draw an apartment building. This was just a rough draft of the perspective of Snipe. Basically, I'm going to have Snipe's head right here in the corner with his rifle, looking at this corner of this rundown apartment.
Yeah.
So I got this kind of nasty looking apartment from the outside. Right here. Haven't really nastified it yet, but I was just trying to get the size to make it look like, looks like some kind of slums or projects, just some kind of cheap compact apartment building.
Yeah.
Depending.
You ever seen Midnight Run with Robert De Niro?
No.
Okay. Because they were bounty hunters in that, and in the beginning there was he hunted down. Oh, sorry. He hunted down this bounty and kind of trapped him off, made him run, and caught him outside. And that would have been kind of a good representation for you to go off of.
Let's see. Found it. Part 1.
Midnight Run?
Yep.
Yeah. Just watch the first 10-15 minutes.
Checking it out right now.
And you can see the type of building, how many stories, and well, you can see what the environment looked like, how run down everything looked.
Oh, can you hear that audio?
No,
Fuck. You
No,
can't hear
I-
my audio?
no, I don't
Okay,
think
good.
you want to.
Yeah, I don't want you to hear my audio. That's why I asked.
you
I don't want you. I don't want to get you in
'Cause
trouble.
I think there's some music and stuff in there, and I don't want to get struck.
Yeah, I don't want you to get struck either. I already got worried because I got copyright struck the other day.
Yeah. Was that when that person reported you?
Oh no, I was reported by Pocket Pussy because
Yeah,
I
that
kept on
idiot.
sending him. There's this place in Vegas that makes fudge dildos.
Yeah.
So I kept
Yeah.
on.
I
Didn't
saw the
edit.
picture.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
He was
I think
complaining
I
about that.
commented. Yeah, I think I commented. Yeah.
Then
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your way to make your opportunity.
yeah, but I just every post he has about Comicsgate and Caesar now, I just report him as defamation.
Mm.
Because it's like, dude, that's all you're doing. What do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah, I don't even waste my time with that. You know what I do? I go and I thumbs down all of his videos.
That's a good one too. That's why
Every
That's
time
why-
I go in, I thumbs down everything.
that's why I went in reading the Never Ending Story, because I'm like, man, Twitter's too much of a waste of time.
Yeah, that's all I do. I'm not gonna, cause I was gonna do this whole video about how he was a thumb sucker and all of that, because you could see that the teeth on the left side of his mouth is kind of like not gapped, but you know when you suck your thumb, it kind of makes the teeth stop growing and forces like a separation, or makes your teeth kind of bow where there's a open space, and you can see like right on the left side of his mouth, his teeth kind of goes down right behind his front teeth. There's like, if you look at, because he got the camera real close to his face, so if you can imagine him sticking his thumb in the side of his mouth and sucking on his thumb with his index finger pressed up against the side of his nose, you can imagine. And then his thumb is kind of pressed to the front of his mouth. You can see what I'm talking about. And then you'll see how his mouth is all deformed like that, because his thumb is pressing on his lip and causing, after years of sucking your thumb like that, it's probably causing like your muscles to, because you're resting your thumb on your lip all that time, is causing bad circulation. So that's why his muscles in his mouth is kind of struggling to form words. That's why he has that look when he's talking.
I thought that's because of his fucking drinking.
No, I think he sucked his thumb because one of his videos, he showed a younger version of himself, and he had a gap between his front two teeth, and now he doesn't have that gap. So I believe he's been sucking his thumb for a long time, and he's been getting denture work to repair the damage.
That makes sense.
That's what I believe.
He does seem like he's high off of painkillers and excessively drinking.
I looked up thumb sucking and what the results, how it affects your teeth, and they showed all of how your teeth starts deforming and retarding the growth of the teeth, retard, and they don't grow out the way they're supposed to. And if you look at the left side of his mouth, you'll see what I'm talking about when he's talking. Right behind his front teeth on the left side. You can see
Well,
the
wouldn't
teeth
you be
on
in
the
some kind
bottom.
of pain?
No, because that happens over many years. So it's very gradual, very gradual. That's why kids get buck teeth from sucking teeth. It doesn't hurt them. It's because it's every day, every day, every day, every day. He's sucking his thumb, especially in private.
That's why I'm always worried about my Latin kids.
Yeah, I was gonna do a video.
Having big teeth.
I was gonna do a video just showing the bottom half of his face, and just pointing out all of the things that I just was telling you.
You know what? You should just make a funny skits video.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, have you seen this person? He's a thumb sucker. Beware. You know, so shit like that. I wasn't gonna mention his name or nothing. I wasn't even gonna show his whole face. I'm just gonna show from the nose down. So he can't say that I was defaming him.
Well, you heard the never mind. Need to stay out of that one.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not gonna get into it because I'm trying to build my channel. I don't need to get in the middle of that. He didn't do anything to me. He's attacking Comicsgate, and it is attacking me because I need Comicsgate. Shoot, I'm Comicsgate, and I need Comicsgate. So he's
insulting the consumer.
Huh? Yeah. No, he's not only doing that, he's lying. He's making up a lot of lies about what Ethan and everybody's doing. He's making claims that Zach has left the nest and he's no longer Comicsgate, but that's bull crap because he's always sending letters home. He's always saying Ethan's doing this, and if you watch his videos, he's always saying Ethan's doing this, and Ethan said that, and Ethan said this, and then he's always throwing up his gang signs because he's always saying when he did that video about him sitting on the bench and Comicsgate with Forrest Gump.
Oh yeah.
He did the Forrest Gump video. He said no politics in comics. And that's basically what Comicsgate is. So he's still throwing up his gang signs. He's still representing the set. But these people are trying to say that he's no longer Comicsgate and he's distancing himself from Comicsgate, and it's not true. He just doesn't feel the need to run around with signs saying Comicsgate, Comicsgate, Comicsgate. He's still representing, no?
Yeah. Zach is just you know, he just wants to live his life in peace. He wants to write comic books. He wants to deal with his kids.
He has his OCD that he deals with.
Yeah.
And,
he doesn't believe in 9/11. He's not a conspiracy theory guy.
He doesn't believe in it.
You've heard his streams. Of course he's one of those guys who served in the military tours.
Yeah, I know that.
Either military guys and police officers don't believe in the 9/11 conspiracy, or they're all about conspiracy.
Which one is the 9/11 conspiracy?
Oh, that the 9/11 was an inside job? That it was all planned?
Oh, I don't believe it was planned. Oh, they didn't have to plan it. All they had to do is do nothing. All they had to do is know about it and do nothing.
I just put it this way, and I got this from Frank Miller. It's way too big for me to judge anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But think about it. Say they knew that terrorists was coming to do what they did. All they had to do is sit back and do nothing.
Right.
That's all they had to do. That's all they had to do is know about it and do nothing.
Well, I didn't say it before, but I used to be a whole nut about the 9/11 being an inside job. You know.
You know when I thought that, when I saw The Long Kiss Goodnight. You ever seen that movie?
Yep, enjoyed that movie.
That movie, I said, because that movie came out before then, and as soon when the planes crashed into the buildings, I was watching it on TV. I saw the first one. No, I didn't see the first one hit. I saw the second one hit, and I said, "That's The Long Kiss Goodnight." The dudes, they saw what they did in Long Kiss Goodnight, and they said, "We want to have a fundraiser just like them." And they sat back and let it happen. That's what I said.
Well, I didn't get into conspiracy theories till I was about 21, and I was smoking pot with a friend of mine who was a dishonorably discharged Navy guy. So he was getting me all into conspiracy theory. So,
Well, I was already in my 30s by that time.
and during that time, that was the whole time Dick Cheney shot that one guy in the face.
Oh yeah.
So during that time, and being that age and getting into conspiracy theories with everything,
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on completely. So I was on the bandwagon that Bush sucked because at that age, I didn't know any better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because, I was from Michigan too. Everything was falling apart when the war started.
Yeah. Okay, that looks better. I just got to fix his legs.
Yeah, that's a good scene.
Yeah, he looks a lot better. I just got to make him
No, I was checking out the Midnight Run scene.
Oh yeah. It really could show. It shows you what you could do with that. As far as the whole him trying to escape and maybe them cutting off something or trying to cut off which way to go, and he takes off. But I was, like I said, if he's a big dude trying to escape, he could just come crashing out of a window or crashing through the doors or whatever. It makes it more exciting visually.
Well, it'd even just be cool, just him just crashing through the wall out of a 4-story and just landing on the ground.
Yeah. Seeing the bricks go flying and all of that, it would be great.
Just show off what a threat, since it's what the fuck we want to do. Do you still want that little segment where the ferret is trying to come in and pick a lock? That's kind of cool.
I didn't say anything about that. I never mentioned anything about picking locks.
Well, I'm just looking at the scene as a whole. It's kind of cool.
No. I wasn't meant for you to follow it to the T. It was meant for you to get like a vision of what a rundown building looks like, and so that you can use it, because you said you was drawing a picture of a rundown apartment building.
And I was doing the exterior shot. Of kind of a rundown slummy one, but I was doing of from behind Snipe's head.
Yeah. So I was just trying to. That was supposed to be just like an opening splash page, It's not meant to be
a panel
action part. Yeah, that's that. You're supposed to be able to see like the corner. You're diagonally up on the roof, and you're looking past. You're behind Snipe, the sniper, and you're looking past him down to the street level, and you're looking diagonally across at the building, basically looking at the front and the side of the building at the same time. And maybe you got your checking your rounds or whatever. He's preparing to, or he's looking. Maybe he's looking down the barrel of his scope, or looking down the scope, and the barrel is pointing down towards the doorway or towards the window or whatever they're supposed to be looking, whichever apartment it is, which I'm going to have to figure all of that out.
That's what I got. Oh, I'm in front of the camera right now.
Yeah.
Now,
And
you can't see it anyways. Not with that camera.
yeah, hold on, let me see. Let's see what you got.
You're not going to be able to with the camera I have up right now.
Okay. Yeah, we had somebody else watching, but they gone now. We had two
They
people,
got bored of me.
and they didn't say anything. They didn't come in. Oh, there's two private chats.
That was me
Oh, okay.
telling you that I was backstage.
Okay, all right. I didn't even know there was a private chat. Okay.
Jeez. How
This
old
is
was
my
De
time,
Niro?
man.
Was he just hitting 40 in this movie?
Yeah, it had to be. Let's see. How do I get back to the regular chat?
There should be just a bar. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, comments. All right. All right. So how do I know where the regular chat is, and how do you give messages in the private chat? Like
Hang on.
if I
I'm
were,
learning this myself.
how did you do that? How did you put a message in the private chat?
It just had the chat bar like it did on the bottom.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you press the private chat and then you put
Yeah.
your. Oh yeah. Okay, I got you.
You hit either live comment or private chat.
Yeah,
and then there's a bar underneath.
I got you. Yeah. I see. There it is. I got you. Okay, I'm learning.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Your food's cooling down. I will feed you in a minute.
Yeah, we're not gonna be on much longer. Another half an hour, 20
All
minutes.
right. It's all good. It's not up to me. They're getting antsy because they want their food, but
yeah,
their food's too hot for them right now.
Oh,
I still
okay.
feed them hot food.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd have to deal with them with their roofs of their mouth and their tongues all burnt.
Well, you don't want to deal with that. And the poor dog, you don't want them all burnt up like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was hoping that we get some more.
It takes time. It's like fishing, man.
Yeah.
And people, it's like going out to the dance floor and dancing. People just got to get to know you.
Yeah.
Get to know you play. Get to know what you're about. After what happened with Detective Dead, and that's one big reason why I'm doing the free stuff first. Is what happened with Detective Dead. He kind of burned some bridges for the rest of us.
Who the hell is that?
Curtius.
Oh, yeah. I heard about Curtius.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard about them. I think Cecil and them was talking about that last night or the other. Was it last night?
Yeah. So it was a grade 0.5. A bunch of people were talking about it.
Yeah.
Nasser delivered, but he burned some bridges for a lot of us.
Yeah. I don't know the details, but I can get the gist of it.
Just one thing, don't be like Nasser and walk around with 90-pound balls and try to use that I'm 21 card all the time with a bunch of old heads and be like, "You gonna draw something for me? You're gonna draw something for me? I'm just a kid." Man, shut up.
That doesn't work.
Potato Titties is the same age as you. You see him acting like that? No.
Who's Potato Tits?
Rowe.
Oh.
Behind
Carl-
Death Warrant.
Carlo Rowe is Potato Tits?
Yeah, I call him Potato Titties because
Oh,
he's
yeah,
Irish.
he's Irish. Yeah, that's right.
And
That's
I
right,
love the way he
Irish.
draws
That's right.
draws titties.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. I got you.
I call Vinny the ripe tomato.
Yeah. I got you. I gotta make sure I remember all of this stuff because I know sometimes you got to deal with ribbing. I'm not sure. I know that's especially goes for war campaign.
Yep.
I see them guys. They be putting you through it over there. They be
But Rowe can take it.
they make these guys pucker up and kiss and show their nipples and all kinds of shit.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. There was a one Malin broke Rowe so bad that Rowe came back and started humping a teddy bear.
I remember that. That's where the whole snake centipede thing came from, right?
Right.
Cecil P. Yeah, I heard all about that. I've been catching up on some of it.
Oh, God, that was hilarious. There was what else happened recently? That was hilarious.
Okay.
Not that much.
Yeah. It's been calming down a little. Yeah, that's a lot better. Shorter legs. Got to be shorter. You got to have the short ferret legs.
Yeah, Liam's doing his rounds right now. That's probably another reason why you're not getting viewers is Liam's doing his rounds.
I want to catch some of those. If I had known that they was doing it this early, that's why I did it at 2, but I didn't know they was doing it this early, man.
It's all good. I didn't know either, to be honest.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I was talking to fucking Scotsman yesterday.
Let me see. Is one of these? Which one? I think it's one of these. I'm looking for. Oh yeah. Okay. It's got to be in here somewhere. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Is that it? Yeah. There it is. Yeah, there it is. See how he had those really long boots?
Mm-hmm.
All the way to the ground. Yeah. Yeah, I got to get a ferret face. I got to figure out. Oh, his neck is a lot longer, too. Okay.
He is a ferret, though.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I got the face close enough. I got to update. Yeah. Okay. And the little dude, his name is Super Ball.
Super Ball?
Yeah. He's supposed to be a real bouncy dude, like Puck.
Okay. As long as he wasn't that fat kid from the Hook movie. That was pretty embarrassing.
Black powder there.
Damn. I didn't even know. I realized I didn't think about this, about the eradication of gingers.
Yeah,
I remember this
I just
one
got,
episode. Huh?
I could have sworn I just got finished hearing something about ginger eradication.
Yeah, basically every remake, like the Little Mermaid and stuff like that, every redheads, every character, black tokenized character seems to be replacing a original redhead character, like even Rorschach.
Yeah. They're trying
But
to replace Rorschach now?
well, they did in the Doomsday Clock. Malcolm's son, who was Rorschach's psychologist in the original book, preceded him
That's something.
just by reading his diary.
That's something.
But no, the reason I brought this up is I bought like the first 3 seasons of the Tales from the Crypt TV show.
Yeah.
And one of the episodes had starred the guy who played as Dexter's dad.
Yeah.
And Whoopi Goldberg. And Whoopi Goldberg they're like in the Haitian or Cayman Islands, and Whoopi Goldberg's this Haitian witch.
Okay.
And of course, the guy who plays as Dexter's dad is a ginger. And of course, this section's Whoopi Goldberg's like, your kind of people, your hair, we believe your hair gives us special powers.
All right.
And in the end of the fucking show, Whoopi Goldberg cuts his head off.
Wow.
And it's like, yes, your hair will give me special powers.
Huh. What kind of special powers are we supposed to get?
I don't know. It ended right there.
Oh. All right. Okay.
You know, the show was 25 minutes. The final scene was always its money shot.
Okay.
Because Tales from the Crypt was they started the show in the 90s, but all the material was from the comic books from the 50s.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stories were really dated and weird, but it was because they were stories that were originally set in the fucking 50s.
Yeah. All right.
But I always now I think about it, and for some reason it just came up. Now it's kind of hilarious if you think about it.
Yeah. It is.
But definitely Tales from the Crypt had some of the most horriblest scenario stories that I've ever heard. 2 of them which horrify me today.
Horrifying. I don't know. I don't know if I found Tales from the Crypt that horrifying.
There was only one or 2 episodes that I found really horrifying, and they were really simple concepts.
Yeah.
And the simple concept is, what if you don't go anywhere when you die?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What if you're still in your body? What if you're conscious? What if you see and feel everything?
You really think that could be possible? Because I don't think that. Well, maybe.
I used to be an atheist. But now I'm afraid of hell.
Wow. So what was it like when you didn't believe in anything?
Same as believing in a higher power.
Uh-huh.
It's just now I feel more accountable for what I do and things I choose to do.
Okay.
that idea that regardless of being a grown up and being a man, I still have to answer to somebody. Or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was it? Some bullshit. I got in an argument with somebody. I was like, okay, God,
What, religion?
yeah, if God
Oh.
is so mysterious and God has anything here, he can do any kind of miracle at this moment. I don't care what it is. I'm asking for a miracle. It could be anything. And if there's a miracle that could prove anything, I'll start believing in God. A couple months later, my 44-year-old brother and his 40-something-year-old girlfriend are expecting a healthy set of twin boys. I'm like, okay,
Uh-huh.
there is a God.
That did it?
Yeah.
All right.
I asked for a miracle. I didn't say what kind of miracle it was.
At least you're easy.
Yeah. That's the thing about the Bible and mysterious things. Some of these miracles or some of these things they talk about, it's simple stuff.
Yeah.
Not that complicated.
Yeah.
So, if you're asking for the ridiculous stuff, of course a white dragon's not going to come from the clouds and talk to me and be my best friend. That's not what it is.
Nah, you gotta look for the subtle stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pig trail, so to say.
I'm still feeling that arm is too long. I want to move it up a little. Let's see. That looks a little better. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay. Oops. Oh no. Starting to look good now. Just gotta pull them down to the front.
You're really good with this program, man. Good at sketching with it.
Who?
You.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, that's just how I draw with my pencil. And that's why I put it on this settings. I make it opaque like a pencil because I use a very hard pencil. So I can go over it and over it, just like how you see me doing it here. I go over it until I get what I want, and then I just improve and bang. I've been doing this for a long time. I just gotta figure out what I want to put on them. You was mentioning about a vests and stuff like that, so I got to start doing some research and looking up vests and military tactical type stuff, different things that I could put on these characters and then make them come to life. The details, and then once I get the details done, I'll come back through and ink it, and then try to color it. I got to start posting shit up on Twitter and Twitch and anywhere else I can post.
Yeah, it's hard. I tried Amino, but nobody's interested in that.
Who's Amino? That's another site?
Amino's kind of like a Twitter-based site.
Okay.
But it's more graphics and animators oriented. But there's too many fucking kids on it.
Oh yeah. I don't want to be around a whole bunch of kids. Last thing I want to do is get labeled as anything, and because that's not who I am. So
I know that feeling. It's like, go away, Tide Pod Muncher. I can't talk to you until you turn 18.
Yeah. I don't want none of that.
Conversation. No. Anything we talk about, I could be charged for sexual assault.
That's right.
Fuck away.
None of that around here.
Get the fuck away unless you're giving me your mom's number.
Yeah, you got a hot mom. Send it this way.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I got another layer. I got to put a female. Next one's going in here is Gazelle. I'm gonna put her in. Have her standing around or doing something. She got to do something. Put her over here looking this way. Got two people looking this direction. Maybe I'm gonna change Ferret's face. He might be looking back to the right, other side of the page. But yeah, it's starting to come together now. Now that I made his legs shorter, it's looking better. He's
right on.
Here. That could be his ankle. And then his foot will come down here like that. Yeah, that looks cool. Might move that a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. Like this. We'll get it right. Yeah, so now that I know what we're going to be working with, I'll be able to do a little bit better writing. It's going to take a minute, though. It might take me a couple of weeks to get all of the little details.
It's all good. It's going to take me a minute for drawing these pages. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what you have in the week. So...
And plus, with what I have, it's not going to be the final version anyways. So,
yeah.
It's just going to be progress. That's good. It's all a learning experience for everybody.
Yeah. Yep. I'm going to have some pages and get some... get some dialogue, a few things happening, and next week we'll be back at it. And I'm gonna find out how many hours I have, and I think I'm gonna sign up for the unlimited for streaming, and I'll be joining you on some of your streams.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
My streams become awfully boring.
Yeah, I see you get there and just working sometimes, hustling, and people don't come. Some people watch, but they don't come in and kind of help out. I can come in and kind of help out.
Yeah, it gets kind of awkward when you're sitting there getting in the zone going.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be putting out some drawings every day. I'm gonna be doing sketches in the mornings and putting them up, posting them, so that I can get more fluid at.
Hey, back up. Sorry, my dog's acting crazy now.
Yeah.
Hey, back up.
I'm gonna get more fluid at doing this Clip Studios, and I'm gonna be putting out some nice stuff within the next week or so. I'm gonna finish up some of these drawings
Right on. Right on.
You'll see him. I'll
Sorry.
probably send him to you first, and then post them up on Twitter
And I'll be working on your pages some more.
and Facebook. Yeah. All right.
I'll send them to you too.
No problem.
Sorry, they're about ready to kill each other now.
I can give you my email if you want it. Did I give you that already?
Send it to me through the Twitter, the Twatter.
Okay, no problem.
Otherwise than that, you have a good week, man.
You too, brother. Probably see you before the end of the week. Have the rest of your weekend. Enjoy that.
Definitely. Take care of yourself, man.
You too, man. And for Indigenous Monstrosity and me, Monstrositus X, we're gonna call it quits for this week of story time. Next week we're gonna get back to our original stories and see what we can work with. And I'm going to, during the week, I'm not gonna work on this. I'm gonna save this for next week. But well, who knows? There's nothing stopping me from doing it during the week. I can maybe get Gazelle into this drawing, and maybe later on we'll see what else we can do. But until next time, same bat channel, same bat time. Indigenous Monstrosity and with Monstrositus X. This is right. It's your boy, your man, your homeboy, your brother from another mother, and we're out. Keep drawing. We're not Comicsgate. Comicsgate is us. This praise the goddom comics rules, and we're out.